Hello.
Hello, hi.
Oh, do you hear me?
Yes, I can, thank you.
Okay. Yes. The first,
Welcome to Cambly.
okay. This is the first time I talk with a foreigner. And
Well, welcome to Cambly.
yeah, can you help me for a free talk?
Yes. Could you tell me your
Okay.
name?
Oh, my name is Lan in Vietnamese. You can call me as Kelly. Yeah. And
Sorry,
uh,
what can I call you?
you can call me Kelly. Kelly.
Kelly.
Yes. And and
Oh,
yes. And what about you? What's your name?
my name is Deborah.
Tabra.
Yeah. So,
Ah,
Kelly, what is your reason for speaking English?
oh, I want to improve my speaking English in order to have have more chance um to change my jobs. And I decided to learn speaking English. And
Okay.
yes, and
Kelly, what work do you do?
Ah, now I'm working as a specialist in the government, and yeah, and then sometimes I teach some children as a teacher. Yeah.
Okay, so what do you teach?
Yes, I teach the mathematics. You know that when I was a student in high school,
Mm-hmm.
I was good at mathematics, and
Mm-hmm.
and now I teach my children, and then I teach your friends. Yes,
Okay,
yes,
so
yes, friends.
what do you do in the government?
Ah, I'm working as a specialist in import and export the cargo. Yeah, you can imagine about the Ministry of Finance, and they include some department. Yes, and then I am working as a specialist in import and export cargo.
Okay, and how long have you been doing that for?
Uh, I'm working. Um, I have been working in the for 1 year, and before
Okay.
that, I worked in a private company. Yes, and then I want to have a stable job, and I decided to enter an exam in the government, and then I passed.
Okay, very nice. And are you enjoying it?
Of course, and now I'm quite enjoy about my job, but sometimes I think that the salary of this job is quite um low, and then I want to I want to seek a new job in the other department, in the
Okay.
other yes in the other ministries, and then I decided to learn English to have more chances. Yes, I think so.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I think that you are very wise to do that.
Thank you for the advice.
Okay. All right. Mm.
Yes,
Okay.
and you know the culture of the working culture in the government is different from in the private company.
Yes.
Um, yes,
Hmm.
for example, in the government, I have many parties in lunchtime. Yes,
Okay.
and then and then I have to drink alcohol. Yes, you know that I don't like drink alcohol, drink wine, drink beer. Yes, yes. And in the private company, everybody work very hard. Yes, and then they have no time for parties. And in the government, it's more parties, and you know that in the government, if your ability of drinking is very good, it is very good if you want to build your relationship with your boss.
Yep. Yeah,
Yes,
absolutely. Yeah.
yes, yes. And now sometimes I am so quite confused about the culture, working culture of the government, but I think I will adapt with the new environment.
Well, Kelly, as long as you're enjoying it and having fun, that's what's important.
Yes,
So,
and
how many children do you have?
I have two children, a boy and a daughter, a
Hmm.
son and a daughter. Yes.
And how old is your son?
And yes, I think I am so busy because my children are very naive.
Okay. And how old is your son?
My son is 4 years old.
Hmm.
Now he goes to his kindergarten every day. Yes,
Hmm.
and my husband takes him to the kindergarten every morning. Yes, because you know that I have to get up early and then I go to work early.
All right. And how old is your daughter?
My daughter now is 6 years old. She is in grade one in the public school, in the primary school.
Hmm.
Ah,
Okay.
yes.
What does your husband do?
My husband now is working in the auditing fields. You know, auditing is about
Hmm.
number and yes,
So both of
and
you
he
are hot on numbers.
yes, and sometimes I think that I am good at number, good at
Hmm.
mathematics, but I don't like working with many numbers because you know
Okay.
that it's very difficult, and I think I am want to I need more time for my own family. Yes,
Mm.
and sometimes I think that I am suitable for working as a teacher if I have a chance. I want to be a teacher, but now I think that I will I will still work as a specialist in the government, and then I will teach some children for my passion.
Okay. Well, just for your pleasure. Yeah. Nice.
Yes, and um, uh, and um, how about you? For do you know my country in Vietnam? Yeah.
Well, I know where it is, but I haven't been to visit it.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me about your country.
Oh, yeah. You know that my country is in uh is in Asia. Yeah,
Yeah.
East
Yeah.
Southeast Asia. Yes,
Hmm.
and my country has mm, many landscapes. And if you have a chance to visit my country, I recommend you go to the capital of my country. You know that Hanoi or Ho
Hanoi.
Chi Minh
Hmm.
City. Yeah, Hanoi. Yes. Now I live in Hanoi City. Yes,
Okay.
and Yes, this city is very busy and very crowded. Yes, with many dynamic people. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
the people are very friendly
Mm-hmm.
and energetic. Yes, they are helpful, nice, and kindly. Yes,
Nice.
and
Okay.
I think that the food the food of my country is very good and many good dishes. I think you do you have you heard about the phở or yes the phở in Vietnam? You heard about phở in Vietnam?
What? No. What is pho?
phở phở is a dish is including the broth the broth
Oh,
clear
food.
broth.
Okay.
Yes, a food.
You asked me about the food. Okay.
Food, yes, food, and I am introducing about the food, the
Okay.
traditional food in Vietnam, the traditional food in Vietnam,
Mm-hmm.
and yes, and I am not mentioned about the phở. Yes, phở in English is the beef noodle soup, beef noodle soup or chicken noodle soup. Yes,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
and it includes the good broth and the noodle and some beef, some spring onion. Yes, and I think the smell it smell is so delicious and tasty. Yes, yes, and
Okay.
yes, and how about the your traditional food?
Well, we don't have one traditional food because we have many different cultures in South Africa. So there are
Oh,
different types. There are different types of food.
oh,
But
oh.
Kelly, I'm not getting what you said. Is it pho? How do you spell it?
Ah,
Pho.
P PSO PSO. You can search about the phở on in the internet. Yeah, PSO. Yes, yes. It, it, um, it means the noodles in English. Yes, the noodle with the special broth. Yes, and it includes the beef, the noodles, the delicious broth. Yes,
Hmm.
and yes, and then in some uh, uh, it it has the it was originated from China. Yes.
Hmm. Okay. So can you see the message that I sent you?
Oh, okay. Ah, yes. uh,
Oh,
Yes.
pho.
Oh,
Pho.
yes.
Oh, they say pho.
Oh,
Okay.
I am surprised about your speaking Vietnamese.
No, there's a translation tool.
Oh, oh, it's very intelligent. Okay. Uh, yes. You can search for in the internet. Yes, you know. Yes. And do you know the traditional dress in Vietnam? Áo dài. Do, have you have you ever heard about áo dài, the traditional dress in Vietnam? Yes. I will
No, I haven't. Tell me about it.
type áo dài on the chat box. Yes. Yes. You know, in the Tết holiday, many women and many young girls they dress áo dài.
Mhm.
You can imagine about the long dress from the neck to the toe. Yes,
Mhm.
yeah,
From your neck to your ankles.
yes, yes, and and how about your full-time job?
So a long dress is from the neck to the ankles.
Oh, to the ankles. I see. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
A long dress is from the neck to the ankles. I
Mhm.
see. Have you heard about áo dài?
Sorry?
Have you heard about my traditional dress? Áo dài. Have you heard about it?
Well, yeah, we've seen a little bit. We see a few pictures and things.
Oh, I think if you have a chance to try on áo dài, yes, your body is very nice.
All right.
Yes.
What are your hobbies, Kelly?
Oh, I am in my free time. I am usually reading some books and watch some movies. You know that my favorite movies is Titanic. I love this movie. Yes. And sometimes I am when I stress, I listen to music and then I enjoy my spare time with some romantic music, with some movies. Yes. and and you know that I have seen the Titanic film for 3 times or 4 times.
Okay, wow.
Yes, yes.
What is it about it that you like? What do you like about the movie?
Oh, you know that the movie is very famous, and
Hmm.
I like the main the main characters. I like the main story. Yes, this movie tells about the two main characters. They are in love and they met each other on in on the voyage in the Titanic boat. Yes.
They met on the Titanic. Hmm.
Yes, and then they have trouble with with an iceberg. Yes,
Okay.
because because the Titanic boat uh, breaks breaks into the iceberg, and then the main actress he died.
Mm.
So it's so romantic movies. And
It's very
yes,
sad.
yes, very sad, but I'm very interesting about the main story of this movie.
Hmm.
Yes, and uh, how about your favorite movie?
I like the Shawshank Redemption.
Oh, can
I
you
write
type
I write it.
Shawshank? Yes, Shawshank. Redemption.
I think
Yes.
if you can try to
Oh,
see it, I think you would enjoy it.
oh,
Mm.
I will try. I
It's a
will
great
try.
movie. It's a great movie. I
Oh,
think I've seen it 3 times.
oh, three times.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a good
it's
movie.
very interesting. Okay. And oh, and how about your full-time job?
I'm semi-retired now, so this is mostly what I do.
Oh,
Mm.
I see. It's quite interesting. Yes.
Mm.
And and how about your main language in your country?
It's English.
Oh, English
Yeah,
is very popular. Yes.
yeah,
You know
yeah.
that now English is very popular in the world.
Yes, yeah, yeah.
Yes. And in my country, if you are good at English, you have more chance to work in the in the foreign company in some FDI company. I don't know about the details of FDI. You know FDI, Foreign Development Investment Company. FDI company. I will type on the box chat. FDI company. Yes. No.
FDI.
Okay. And now with the 4.0 technology, yes, the young generation, they have more opportunity to reach, to approach the English, to approach English, yes. And in the past, I have no condition. I have no condition to learn English because you know that in the past I was born in the in hometown, in the countryside. Yes, yes. And now,
What are your plans for the weekend?
I think that at this weekend I will take my children to the shopping mall.
Okay.
Yes, and then my own family will have a cozy dinner in the shopping mall. Because you know that the Christmas is coming.
Yeah. Do you
Yes.
celebrate Christmas in Vietnam?
Yes. In my country, the Christmas is quite special.
Okay.
It's very cozy, very 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 busy. Yes, and I buy a tree. I buy a tree.
The Christmas tree.
Yes, Christmas tree. Yes,
With
to decorate
decorations.
my house.
Yeah.
Yes, decorate my house, and my children very they like this tree, and they like that to prepare to decorate my house with the trees, and I take to the clothes shop to buy new clothes. Yes, and
And what meal do you prepare at Christmas time? Pho.
I yes yes, you know that pho is
Pho.
pho is the traditional food.
Yeah.
But
Do you make that at Christmas time?
yes, but it's quite very difficult to cook. And then we prepare. You know the in the main meal we usually eat rice and some meat, some vegetables. Yes, rice. You know everybody in my country, they eat rice every day.
Right. Yeah.
In every meal. Yes. Yes, and as a habit, I like eat rice with pork, with shrimp, with chicken, yes, and with many vegetables, yes, and um and the pho we usually eat pho in the morning because you know that pho is similar to noodles, and
Yes.
then it's the less calor. And if we eat pho in the lunch or in the evening, it's very hungry. I am very hungry.
Okay.
And then I choose cook rice with chicken with pork. Yes, for my children in the Christmas evening.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay. Good.
And I know that Christmas in some Western country is very very important.
Yes.
Uh,
Yeah.
oh yes, and but in my country Christmas takes takes into in 2 days, 2 day or 3 days.
Mhm.
Yes, because you know that in the East culture, we held the Lunar New Year. Lunar New Year, yes.
That's at the end of January.
Yes, in January, in the long, long holiday. Yeah, long
Yes.
holiday. Yes. You have you heard about the Tet holiday?
Yes, I
Tet.
have. Yeah.
Oh, Tet holiday is the most important days in my country.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
It's the beginning of your calendar, isn't it?
Yes, and it's the occasion for the gathering of everyone in each family. Yes,
Yes.
yes. Everybody from other cities, they move to their own family to meet other to meet other members in your family, to meet your relatives, to meet grandparents, many peoples, many friends. Yes. And yes, and my company will give me 7 days off from the workplace
Yay.
on Tet holiday. Yes.
Nice.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Nice. Well, that
And
sounds great.
and yes. And how about your lun your lunar New Year? Your New Year in your
We
country?
don't celebrate a Lunar New Year. We celebrate our New Year in this country is on the 1st of
On the
January.
first, I see.
Yeah. So
I
that for
see.
us is the new, because it's a new calendar year. And so we
Oh,
celebrate that. Yeah. But
oh,
Kelly, lovely to have met you. Thank you for calling Cambly today. It was great to chat to you.
okay.
And
Okay,
I would like to try some pho one day. I think it sounds
yes,
wonderful.
yes.
And your English is good. Okay. And you speak very well. So thank